Good morning, Hank. It's Monday, April 16th. Friendly brotherly reminder, your taxes are due tomorrow. Hank, unfortunately I wasn't able to attend any of the Step It Up rallies, and I'll tell you why. Instead of protesting carbon consumption, I was myself consuming carbon on a series of airplanes trying to get from San Antonio, Texas to New York City. I eventually got home, but unfortunately by then all the Step It Up rallies were finished. I did, however, make a poster. I'm not very good at posters. Hank, just in case you can't read my scribbled handwriting, my poster says, "Step it up, Congress," and also, "Step it up, self," because I feel like I'm also not doing enough in the fight against climate change. And that's why, Hank, you may notice that today the video is a little darker than it usually is. It's because for the next week, I'm not going to be using any kind of electricity that I don't absolutely have to use. The refrigerator is going to continue to run, my computer is going to continue to run when I need to use it, but I'm not going to use lights unless they're necessary as reading lights in the evening, and I'm not going to watch TV. Except for a couple of really important soccer games. I'm also going to minimize my use of hot water, which is extremely difficult because, as you know, I like to take baths. Hank, throughout the week I'm going to be doing things to further reduce my carbon emissions. Let me know if you have any ideas. Oh, and by the way, I loved your EcoGeek podcast and look forward to more of them. You need to be careful not to cut off the beginning of your sentences. Guess what I got this weekend at the Texas Library Association convention? Oh yeah! How awesome is this shirt, Hank? It's so awesome that when I looked on the Hanes tag in the back, it said that it's made out of 80% cotton, 10% polyester, and 10% awesome. Thanks to Laura, pictured here delivering the shirt. Hank, unfortunately there's only one Nerdfighter shirt, and I don't want you to be deprived of its awesomeness, so I'm going to propose a custody sharing arrangement. I'm gonna send you the shirt now, and then maybe you can send it back to me around June or something, and then I'll send it back to you, and you'll send it back to... It's kind of like the Brotherhood of the traveling shirt. After all, Hank, what is Brotherhood if not sharing clothes? Remember, we always used to share clothes growing up. Remember that sailor suit that Mom made us? That was cool. That was really cool. Man, no wonder we were nerds. And finally, Hank, I know this isn't necessarily a political video blog, but there is some very exciting political news going on right now, and I can't help but share it with you. Our resident mathematician, Daniel Biss, is running for state representative in the state of Illinois. We're gonna have a resident state representative. He'll be able to pass legislation that's helpful to brothers and nerds and peeps and video blogs. His two most important issues? Raising the amount of funding we spend on education in Illinois, which is the 49th state in terms of education. Thank God for Mississippi! And also cutting carbon emissions. Speaking of cutting carbon emissions, I should shut off this video camera. Hank, I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, P.S. To make this sign, I used recycled paper. This is a page from my book, Hank, which I'm just beginning to seriously revise. That process is going to take several months, so expect me to be kind of moody until, say, September.